Hey guys, it's Rebecca. So today I'll be filming my June TBR, so all the books that I'm hoping to get to in June. I put like quite a lot on this list because I am quite a mood reader, so I just want to have like a large selection, plus I've got nothing else to do. I've finished all of my essays, so I'm completely free to read and I'm hoping to read quite a lot. I just want to say like I'm reading a lot of these in like different formats and buddy reading quite a lot of them and for different book clubs and things, so I'm reading loads at the same time right now and it's actually quite good. I actually quite like having like reading from like a variety of different formats because it just like keeps it all interesting. I've actually realised I really like reading things at the same time as well. But anyway, I'm gonna get into talking about what I want to read in June. So because I'm filming this book quite late in June, it's actually the 5th. I mean, it's not too late, but it's late enough that my TBR should already have been up. If I had filmed it earlier, then I would have been able to include this, but I actually finished the book because I finished it yesterday, and that is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. So I finished this yesterday, June 4th, and I read like most of it in May, and it's also going to be in my May wrap up because I read most of it in May. If you don't know what this book is about, it's a prequel to The Hunger Games and it follows President Snow's perspective when he is younger, actually in high school, and it is the 10th annual Hunger Games and Snow must mentor one of the District 12 tributes, Lucy Gray Baird, and it's the first time that mentors have actually been included in the Hunger Games. So basically that's what it follows and that's all you really need to know going into the book because it all unfolds from there. Yeah, it's really good. I'll be talking more about this properly in my May wrap up, but I'll go into like a lot more detail in my June wrap up because I just kind of feel bad like talking about this in my May wrap up and my like TBR if really I finished it in June. But anyway, yeah. This would have been on my TBR if I hadn't have just finished it like yesterday. So the next book that I'm going to talk about is one that I'll also be mentioning in my May wrap up because I read most of it in May, and that is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. So in anticipation of The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes coming out, I wanted to read the Hunger Games trilogy to my brother because he saw the film years ago, so he can't remember like anything that happens and he's never read any of the books. So I was like, I want to reread them, but I really want to see his reaction as I go through them, so I was like, let me read you The Hunger Games, please. And he's actually loving it, and yeah, so my plan is to finish The Hunger Games in June. I am like pretty much near the end, so I'll actually finish this quite soon, probably tomorrow actually. I'll just sit down and read the end to him and I'm really excited to see his reaction because it's so cute like seeing his reactions to it all because he has no idea what happens. It's literally just so good getting to reread it. So the next book that I'm hoping to read in June is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. This is for the same reasons that I'm reading The Hunger Games. Like, I'm going to read it to my brother and I'm hoping to get the whole way through actually in June. I'll just try and read it like really quickly to him, and I'm so excited to read Catching Fire because it's my favourite in the trilogy. I never really talk about the Hunger Games on my channel, but it's definitely the series or the trilogy that got me into reading. I read them whenever I was like 13 or 14 and like genuinely I was like blown away. Like I was obsessed with Peeta, like completely obsessed, and I just couldn't sleep whenever after I finished the first one. I needed the next books and just like I had this obsession with it for ages and ages. I had like, you know, like the Mockingjay symbol necklace and it was so cute. I don't even know where that went. I wish I still had that because it was so cute. And I had like little Hunger Games chocolates and just everything. I just loved it so much. I had Hunger Games posters everywhere. Like I'd cry whenever I found them. Like I loved the Hunger Games, so it's like so good to like reread them because I just haven't in so long, and it's genuinely just such a good feeling. So I'm so excited to get to Catching Fire. I think it's going to be so much fun. So the next book that I'd like to finish in June is Middlemarch by George Eliot. So I had to read this for my English degree this year and I only ended up getting halfway through. I bought a new edition because I left my other ugly edition in Bristol and I was like, you know what, I want to read it, I want to finish it because I don't want to like forget what happened. So I was like, I'll get like a really nice edition and I'll just finish it because I'm like halfway through anyway. So I was like, yeah, I'll actually read out the back of this book because I just feel like it's so hard to actually explain what it's about because it just follows quite a lot of characters and it's quite character driven and not really plot driven, plus I haven't even finished it. and it's quite a long book, so I'll just read out the back for that reason. So it says, Middlemarch is a moving story of men and women longing to do the right thing, but making bad decisions. Among them is Dorothea Brooke, who wants to improve the world but finds her idealism crushed by her unhappy marriage to the aged scholar Casaubon, and Dr. Lydgate, whose shallow, spendthrift wife threatens his dreams of medical progress. Described by Virginia Woolf as one of the few English novels written for grown-up people. Middlemarch's panoramic sweep ranges over the whole of human existence: art, faith, science, politics and love, yet at its heart are real, flawed people searching for contentment. Honestly, so far it's so good and definitely explores all of those things, so I'm so excited to finish this because I was definitely supposed to but never did, and I'm so excited to finish it because I genuinely was thinking it was absolutely amazing but completely ran out of time. So the next book that I'm hoping to read is actually quite a big one and that is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Don't worry, I'm not expecting to read this entire collection like this month. I probably won't even get through the Fellowship of the Ring, but I'm actually buddy reading it with somebody, so I want to just get a start on the Fellowship of the Ring. I actually started it last night, but I'm hoping to get like at least like halfway through it throughout June. After reading The Hobbit, I was just like, yeah, I need to get on to The Lord of the Rings. I just wanted to start with The Hobbit first because I know it's easier and obviously it's the prequel, so I don't expect to even finish the Fellowship of the Ring, but I just wanted to mention it because it's definitely something that I'll be starting on, and who knows, maybe I will finish it. I don't think so, but who knows. So yeah, I'm so excited to read this because it's something that I definitely wanted to like achieve in my lifetime, like 100%. It's absolutely massive and it's beautiful as well. So the next book that I'd love to read in June is Escaping from Houdini by Kerri Maniscalco. I highly doubt I'm going to get to this, to be honest, because I've got so many other things to be reading, but genuinely who knows, like I've been reading quite a lot already and I've still got quite a lot of the month left, so I actually think that I might get to this. This is the third book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. It's basically a murder mystery kind of series. It's definitely a mystery, kind of figure out who the killer is and all stuff like that. I actually can't remember any of the details because I read it so long ago. I probably should have like read over it, but it's so good and it's really interesting. Hunting Prince Dracula was definitely better than Stalking Jack the Ripper, so I'm excited to see what I think of Escaping from Houdini because I'm not actually sure of people's thoughts of the third and fourth one, but I'm hoping to like it and it's actually so beautiful. I always love the covers of these, like it's just absolutely beautiful. It's actually probably one of my favourite covers, if not my favourite one of the series, not overall of all time, but it's so pretty. Like I'm so excited to get to this. So the next book that I want to read is Heir of Fire by Sarah J Maas. I am so excited to start this. I'm going to start this either tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, but oh my god, I am so excited to read this. I'm definitely going to get through this in June because I'm just so excited for it. I cannot wait. I loved the first two books, so yeah, that's all I can really say. I'm just so excited to get to the next one. So the next book that I'm going to read in June is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. This is a thriller novel. I'll just read out what it says on the back because it's quite short and explains quite well what the book's about. Obviously I haven't read it yet, so it's best for me to just read out what it says on the back. Be careful who you let in. In a large house in London's fashionable Chelsea, a baby is awake in her cot. Well fed and cared for, she is happily waiting for someone to pick her up. In the kitchen lie 3 decomposing corpses. Close to them is a hastily scrawled note. They've been dead for several days. Who has been looking after the baby and where did they go? Sounds quite creepy. I'm really excited to read this because I'm going to be reading it along with a few other booktubers, along with Emily over at Emily Kathleen Reads and a few other booktubers, and I'm so excited. It's just something that we're going to do amongst ourselves just for fun really. We're having like a mystery thriller kind of book club amongst ourselves. We just have like a Twitter group chat and we're just talking about thrillers really, and it's definitely a genre that I never really read, so I was like, yes, like I definitely want to join that because I need to get like out of my comfort zone and read more stuff like this because I never do, even though it's something that I definitely want to get into. So yeah, I'm so excited to get to this and it'll be like my first experience really reading an actual adult thriller, so that'll be really interesting and I'm really excited to see what I think. And I'm definitely 100% going to get to this because of like the book club and I don't want to like disappoint people, so I'm definitely going to get to this. So the next book that I am hoping to finish in June is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I'm actually reading that on my Kindle, so I don't have a physical copy, and I'm about 30% through the book, so I'm literally so excited to finish it. Like it's like quite fast paced. I'm really enjoying like seeing where it's going, so I'll definitely be finishing that. Basically it's about this girl called Carew, I think is how you pronounce her name, and she works for this man called Brimstone who has a shop where he collects teeth, and he often gets Carew to go on little adventures into different countries to do deals with people and bring these teeth back to Brimstone. We don't know what Carew is, we don't know if she's human or what. We expect that she is, but we don't know because she has these like strange tattoos and things. We don't know really what Brimstone is, and it has like angels and different creatures like that in it, so it's a fantasy. I don't have obviously much thoughts on it because I haven't read it yet, but I'm definitely so excited to finish it because I definitely am enjoying it so far, and I've never read anything by Lini Taylor before. So the next book that I'm hoping to also finish in June is The Kite Runner, which I actually am reading on audiobook. So again, I don't have a physical edition. I am part of like a Bristol University book club for like quarantine and lockdown, and we just have like a Facebook page and we have discussions and things about the books. I didn't actually get to the books from last month because they were like quite depressing and I just wasn't in the mood for any of that, so I was like, you know what, The Kite Runner is definitely a book that I have wanted to read for a while, so I was like, yeah, I'll definitely read it, and I'm loving it so far. I'm not too far through, but I love just like putting on my audiobook, colouring in, and it's just so much fun and so cute, and it's just so relaxing. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to as well finish in June. I'm sure I will as well. That's another one that I'll most likely finish because I'm actually really enjoying it even though I am only a few chapters in. So I'm gonna pick one more book just in case I'm not in the mood for any of the other books like Middlemarch or something, or whatever, any of the other ones. I just want to give myself like a wide variety. As I said, I am a mood reader, so I want to like just give myself another option. So I'm gonna pick one out of my little TBR jar and just see what I pick. So I'll do that now. So I have just all of the books that I own in here. Some of them I have actually in Bristol, but I just put them in here so that if I ever pick one out and I can get it from Bristol, then that's good, but if not, I can just always choose another one. So it's, yeah, just the names of all of the books that I own. So choose one and see what it is. Okay, I'm scared. It scares me. Oh, ugh. 172 Hours on the Moon. That's like that YA book that was like translated from French, I think it was, or it was definitely a translated book, and I remember like years ago on BookTube it was like popular, like at least four years ago. No, honestly more than that, about 7 years ago would it not have been? Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to read that, I'm not gonna lie. You know what, that's going back in. I just can't. You know, I'm just really not in the mood for that. I'm just really not in the mood. So, oh whoops. Okay, I'll just pick another one. I know that's kind of cheating this jar, but like just know, like I'm just not in the mood for like that ancient YA. I'm just not in the mood for it. So it's just not happening. Because I just know that I'd be like, ew, and just not read it. It might be really good, who knows, but like if I ever pick it out again, I'll be like, okay, it's a sign, and I'll actually read it at some point, but I'm really not in the mood, not today. Okay, that's a wee bit scary. Oh. It's The Woodlanders by Thomas Hardy. I'll get my edition of it. Okay, so this is my edition of The Woodlanders by Thomas Hardy. I have never read anything by Thomas Hardy and I'm quite intimidated by him. That's actually why I haven't read anything by him. The thought of like Tess of the D'Urbervilles and all, I don't know why, I'm just really like intimidated by him, and I don't know how good of a one The Woodlanders is to start with. So I'm thinking of cheating and reading a different Thomas Hardy book first, like Under the Greenwood Tree or something like that I have, because I'm kind of scared to start with this one, but I have no idea what it's about, so I'll read out the back. Returning to her native village of Little Hintock from the exclusive finishing school, Grace Melbury has social aspirations which her childhood sweetheart, Giles Winterbourne, cannot hope to satisfy. Her father hopes that she will marry the fascinating young Dr. Fitzspires, a newcomer to the area who seems to be a much more suitable match. Fitzspires certainly responds to Grace's beauty, but he is also attracted to a wealthy widow who lives in Hintock House, the mysterious Mrs. Charmond. Powerful and rich in its imagery, The Woodlanders contains some of Hardy's finest descriptive writing. You know what, actually that sounds actually really good. Like just like a classic classic of like the romance and everything. So I actually think I won't cheat since I've already cheated, and I will just start this book if I have time. If not, I'll like carry this one on to July and I won't pick a random one for July. I'll just read this, but hopefully I do get to it because I would actually really like to read like another classic in June. That would be really good, but from the sound of it, it's quite descriptive, which I never like, but I know that is like something Thomas Hardy's known for, so we'll see. But it does sound quite good and I'd love to just start reading Thomas Hardy. It's something that needs to happen. So yeah, I actually hopefully will get to it. That's actually kind of exciting but kind of scary. Okay, so that's everything for this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. I know I chose so many books, but as I said, like, I'm not expecting to get to them all. It would be an actual gift from God if I did finish them all somehow. That would definitely be the most I've ever read in a month. But as I said, like, I'm expecting to get like halfway through some of them and finish some others and maybe not get to some, but who knows. Honestly, I'm glad I have like a wide variety, and they're all books that I'm really excited for and really want to read, especially Heir of Fire. So I'm so excited, and let me know your thoughts about any of these books if you've read them. And if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.